Thomas Edison, a name synonymous with innovation, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of progress. The inventor who changed the world with the light bulb, the phonograph, and over 1,000 patents. But what most people don't know is that Edison's journey wasn't just about inventions. It was a journey of resilience, of failure, and of growth. Today, we're going to take a deeper look into Edison's life, not just as an inventor, but as a person who faced struggles, found purpose, and ultimately shaped the future. Edison was born in 1847 in Milan, Ohio, to a modest family. He was far from the genius he would later be remembered as. In fact, his early life was marked by struggles that many would consider setbacks. He wasn't a standout student. In fact, he was described as addled by his teachers. At the age of 7, he was expelled from school for his inability to focus. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. His mother, a former teacher, didn't see failure. She saw potential. She pulled him from school and took on the task of teaching him herself, fueling his curious mind with books, experiments, and a love of learning. It was in this environment that Edison's passion for discovery was born. You see, sometimes what others view as failure is simply an opportunity for a different kind of growth. Edison's path wasn't about the grades he received or the conventional education system. It was about the constant, insatiable curiosity he carried with him throughout his life. Fast forward to his early adulthood. Edison didn't just dabble in invention, he lived and breathed it. His first big breakthrough wasn't the light bulb, but the phonograph. Imagine that moment in 1877, when Edison first recorded sound and played it back. The world had never heard anything like it. People were in awe, and yet Edison didn't stop there. In fact, that initial success only fueled his drive for more. What most people don't realize about Edison is that his career was built not on a series of instantaneous successes, but on an incredible number of failures. Edison failed, time and time again, yet his mindset was fundamentally different from what most would expect. In his own words, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Take the invention of the light bulb. While we all think of Edison as the person who invented it, the truth is, he didn't invent the light bulb out of thin air. He took years of trial, error, and collaboration. He tested thousands of different filaments. He failed endlessly, but he kept going. And it wasn't just his technical skill that made him successful. It was his ability to persist through failure, to learn from each mistake, and to use each setback as a stepping stone. And here's the lesson we can all take from Edison. It's not the absence of failure that defines success. It's how we respond to it. Edison's journey wasn't one of constant triumph. It was a constant dance between failure and persistence. And in that dance, he found his genius. It's easy to look at successful people and think they've got it all figured out. But behind every invention, every discovery, every breakthrough, there's a story of struggle, resilience, and learning. So, what does Edison's story mean for you and me? In our modern world, where we're constantly bombarded with the need for instant gratification, Edison's life serves as a reminder that mastery, innovation, and success take time. They take effort. And most importantly, they take patience with ourselves. We're all working on something, whether it's a dream, a career, a relationship, or even our personal growth. The process is where the magic happens. And while it might not always be easy, the act of persistence, of continuing to push forward even when the road is tough, is where we find our true strength. Sometimes we forget that life isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. Edison, in his relentless pursuit of progress, was also constantly learning about himself. He wasn't just experimenting with light bulbs and machines. He was experimenting with life itself. And through it all, he discovered that true innovation isn't about always getting things right. It's about knowing when to adjust, when to keep going, and when to change direction. Sometimes, the answer doesn't come immediately. Sometimes, the right path isn't the one you thought it would be. And that's okay. Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." But there's another part of that equation: reflection. The ability to pause, to look at where we've been, and ask ourselves, what did I learn? How can I grow? What's the next step? So, as you go through your day, whether you're chasing a dream, working toward a goal, or simply trying to become a better version of yourself, remember Thomas Edison's journey. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to stumble, because every step, even the missteps, are part of your growth. And if you keep going, if you keep learning and adjusting, you'll find your light. Take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Where have you failed? And what have you learned from it? How can you grow from here? Remember, the road to greatness is not always smooth, but it's always worth it. Thanks for joining me on this reflection of Thomas Edison's life and lessons. Let his story remind you, the pursuit of knowledge, of growth, and of wonder is never a straight line. It's a path we're all walking together. If this video inspired you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey of exploration. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is one lesson you've learned from failure? How do you keep going when things get tough? Let's keep the conversation going. And as always, stay curious.